This is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley.
And I'm Olivia Calfee. The Scott County community continues to mourn the loss of Deputy Caleb Conley. He was shot and killed in the line of duty on Monday.
Deputy Conley served in Scott County for 4 years after completing training in 2019. Lucy Bryson talked to a recruit who trained alongside Deputy Conley about the loss.
Deputy Caleb Conley of the Scott County Sheriff's Office was killed in the line of duty on Monday. The community around him is mourning in different ways. Because Deputy Conley served in the Army 8 years before working in the Sheriff's Office, the Lexington VFW shared that the post has plans to help Conley's wife and young children soon.
It is such a trying time when you lose any loved one. When you lose a loved one very unexpectedly, that's completely traumatic all in its own right.
Although tangible plans are not set in stone yet, they say that they're choosing to hold off on fundraising in order to give the family space during this trying time. Officer Austin Howell knew him personally. They graduated from the same class at the police academy in 2019.
I mean, he was a perfect example of a law enforcement officer.
Howell shared that members of their graduating class are mourning.
So we're all just kind of at a loss still. We're trying to wrap our head around what's happened.
The class has discussed plans to help the family in the future, but for now they extend their support to the family during this time as well.
I want to express how sorry I am to his family and his co-workers that work with him every day. Can't imagine what his family's going through.
In Lexington, Lucy Bryson, WKYT.
Stephen Xingshang, the man charged with murder in the death of Deputy Conley, made his first court appearance this afternoon. We'll have more on his arraignment tonight at 6.
Sunshine and plenty of it this afternoon as we went all throughout the region. You notice all that clear sky out there. Mid-70s, a daytime high, or mid-70s right now. A lot of us got up near 80 for a daytime high. Not quite gotten there, but a lot of us flirting with 80 this afternoon. Combine that with dew points in the upper 40s and low 50s. We'll continue to see rather nice conditions as we head through the rest of the night, and even drier air is on the way. A clean sweep on Pinpoint Doppler, and it'll stay that way even as we have a weak little front pushing toward the region. You see, within the next hour, we'll still be in the upper 70s, down into the 60s as we head towards midnight. A lot of us are going to be waking up, though, not far from 50 in the morning. The details on that and when we could see a return to a few showers, that's coming up in a few minutes. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Evan. After months of anticipation, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis filed the federal paperwork and officially registered as a presidential candidate. It comes just hours before a planned announcement on social media. CBS's Nicole D'Antonio has the latest from the White House.
We chose education over indoctrination.
The super PAC behind Ron DeSantis released a new video ahead of the Florida governor's announcement that he's running for the Republican presidential nomination.
Ron DeSantis for president.
DeSantis is making it official during a live appearance on Twitter with the platform's owner, billionaire Elon Musk.
It'll be the first time that something like this is happening on social media and with real-time questions and answers.
DeSantis will be joining a growing Republican field that includes South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, who held a kickoff rally earlier this week.
I choose freedom and hope and opportunity.
And former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, who released a campaign video ahead of DeSantis' announcement, calling him an echo of former President Donald Trump.
And honestly, we have businesses that have been locked down.
The former president looms large over this race. Firmly atop the polls, Trump is keeping up his attacks on DeSantis, his nearest challenger.
Ron DeSantis. Did anyone ever hear of DeSantis? The sanctimonious.
Among likely Republican primary voters, the most recent CBS News poll shows Trump with a lead of more than 30 points. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, the White House.
Other candidates officially running for the GOP nomination include former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, business Vivek Ramaswamy, and talk radio host Larry Elder. Former Vice President Mike Pence is among those still expected to join the Republican race.
A poll by Marquette Law School found approval of the U.S. Supreme Court is declining. The poll indicates approval of the High Court stands at 41%, with 59% disapproving. That is a 6% decline since January. The latest survey, conducted in May, comes after several ethics complaints and controversies surrounding the justices. But some of the court's decisions last year, like reversing nationwide abortion rights, could have also contributed to the lower approval rating.
New York City officials are asking their state Supreme Court to suspend portions of the city's right to shelter law. Mayor Eric Adams says the Big Apple is overextended after receiving more than 70,000 migrants and can't continue to manage the influx. In a statement, Adams says he would prefer not to end the right to shelter law, but the city's resources are stretched way beyond capacity. Critics call the move both bad policy and bad politics.